Namaste, I say welcome to another version of Red Pills for the Matrix. And of course, it's your boy, Baba Loki, Anthem Greatness, Melchizedek Freeman, Jamaican Tupac, whatever you're comfortable addressing me as, I'm okay. I know you're referring to me. So today, of course, we're going to explore a reference to be checked, which is, of course, mind, body, spirit. It's not really a reference, it's more of a, let's say, a line of thought, a chain of thought, basically saying that man exists in three realms, which is the mind, the body, and of course the spirit. Now, this is a common tautology that is shared among us, however, we've never really explored it to really understand what it truly means. So, all of us are aware of the pineal gland, or what we addressed as the third eye. The third eye is the unity between the, let's say, mind, body, and spirit. Whenever the third eye is not calcified, whenever the third eye is opened, or whatever term they use to say the third eye, that chakra is active, then there is an active connection between the mind, body, and spirit. I'm sure that you probably have heard the phrase mind over matter, meaning the mind is superior to, I'm sorry, I want to skip this song. Greatness Empire. Yes, of course. So I'm sure that you've heard that it's mind over matter, and that is true. The mind is superior to the body, and the mind is responsible for governing the body. However, that is just half of the truth. The mind is over the body, yes, but the spirit is over the mind and the body. And as I say, whenever the third eye is opened, all three of these faculties are aligned and they operate together effectively. Now, how do we get this third eye to be opened, and how do we get the spirit to be operated in unison with the mind and body? First of all, the body must be in a state of health. So the body must not be corrupted with all of these garbage that we're encouraged to eat. Fast food, dead fish called meat, processed food, sugary drinks, all of these things that you eat that you're not supposed to, starchy foods, carbohydrates. There's not even carbohydrates per se, because starch is a binder, so the things that are filled with starch are unnatural. That is why it requires starch to hold it together, because it's not natural, it's made by man. Just go back to that place in the jungle. Go back to that place in the forest before civilization occurred. You being an African or a black person, a person from Al-Kebulan, go back to that place and you'll realize all that you shouldn't eat. We didn't have fire to cook anything. We did not have shovel or any form of machete to dig up any tuber from the earth to eat as grown food. We were just frugivores who ate fruits, nuts, and drinking spring water, jelly water, and things like that. So with that in mind, if you're eating right, if the body is physically fit, you're active, you're not overweight, you're not underweight, then the body is in the right place for the third eye to activate. You also should avoid as much as possible drinking pipe water, which is filled with fluoride and chlorine and those things that help to calcify the third eye. Now also, the spirit is required to really activate this as well. And the spirit, when it comes to spirit in the human realm, the spirit is referring to how charitable are you, how kind are you, how forgiving are you, how humble are you, how righteous are you as a person. Basically the things that Christ represented, every great spiritual teacher represented, that has to do with the spirit. Once the spirit is at the right place and you're not holding a lot of grudges, and you don't necessarily, you're a good human being basically, then basically you will find that the third eye will naturally open and you'll be able to discern things on a greater level. You'll see beyond the physical and deeper than just the surface. So the mind will automatically receive downloads, and this is when they say, oh, that's an enlightened human being. Because if the spirit is at the right place, the body is healthy, and the third eye is active, the mind, which is the conscious aspect or the conscious facet of the human existence, will begin to get these downloads. And by the way, you should follow me on Twitter. The Twitter is where I write my downloads that I get each day. So if the mind is if the spirit is at the right place, the body is healthy, and the third eye is open, the mind will get these downloads. When the mind is confronted with the situation, it will be able to discern and see exactly what's happening, because that's what the third eye is, reading between the lines, seeing beyond the physical. Alright, so mind, body, spirit. Remember, you exist in three realms, mind, body, and spirit. And also, since this is so, you should place no greater importance than any. All three of them should be viewed with equal importance. Meaning, you should not stress spirituality and not seek money. You should not stress money and not seek spirituality. And you should not stress spirituality and money and not seek knowledge, wisdom, and understanding for the mind. All three of these aspects are equally important. It's mind, body, spirit. You need to have the wherewithal to get what you want physically, and you need to be spiritually awake as well as mentally agile and have great let's say you be adept at thinking critically and effectively. Alright? Yes, so my TikTok, I do have a community on TikTok, Babaluki and the Truth Seekers. You can follow me on TikTok, Babaluki, Babaloki, Babaluki. Since from you type that in, you'll find me on TikTok. Follow me on Twitter as well too, if you're a scholar and you like receiving these scholarly information that I post on my Twitter. So follow me on Twitter, follow me on TikTok. My Instagram shows my network of friends and who I support and things of that nature, so you can get some other great thinkers as well and great people to engage with. My YouTube have some great music. All digital streaming platforms for me have great music. Spotify, Apple Music, Audio Mac, wherever you listen to music, find Anthem Greatness. That's the like a Rasta Cartel, Vibes Cartel kind of vibe, Rasta Vibes Cartel. If you want something more conscious like a Protege, Bob Marley kind of vibes, then search for Melchizedek Freeman on all platforms. I'm the person who came up with the one voice, two artist concept, where I create from a place of darkness and a place of light. So remember, it's mind, body, spirit. Get the mind strong, get the body fit, and the spirit will automatically clock in and start connecting you to that universal source that will provide you with whatever direction you need. Alright, I'm not going to spend too long on this one because that's the basis of it. Mind, body, spirit. Mind over matter, but spirit is over mind and matter. And remember to keep the mind clean, keep the heart clean, keep the spirit clean, keep the body healthy, and automatically you'll get all the downloads you need. Don't try to study all these things. If you want to work on developing yourself, get that book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey. Remember, I already did a reference to be checked on that. If you haven't seen it, just go back and look at the reference to be checked on the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey. It's in the playlist references to be checked, and you go ahead and start reading that. Automatically your mind and your spirit and your heart will be cleansed by that book, because you'll realize that no one else is responsible for your life but you. No one else's opinion of you matters, but the only thing that matters is what you think of yourself. And basically you're responsible for your life and responsible for your entire existence. So this has been Babaluki, Melchizedek Freeman, Anthem Greatness, Jamaican Tupac. Have yourself a beautiful holiday season, and until we meet again, blessed love. Namaste, I say.